Hi everyone, this is my Christmas present for 2019 and I'm going to build it. It has SafePlus drone technology. It's easy to fly. You have beginner mode, intermediate mode and then expert mode where you can turn it all off. You have auto land feature. You can have virtual fences, so if it goes too far it turns around and comes back. I really got it because I haven't flown for quite a while and I want to get back into it. So this is going to be my main plane until I'm happy that I'm 100% again. So let's get it out of the box. So this is first look at what's in the box. It comes with a very comprehensive manual, different languages, French, German, English and Italian. You can obviously see that I have been through this manual and I've marked a few poignant things that I need to keep a note of with these tabs on the side as I go through the build process. And also some quite important bits. The red tab is where I plan to install the flaps because it doesn't come with the flaps installed. Second tab at the top is about how to set up your transmitter and binding and make sure you've got the right rates, low rates, high rates. Of course the SafePlus function all set up. Wheels. Take a look at one of the wings. So here's one side of the wing, very nice. As you can see for the aileron, it's already servos in, the push rods in. Obviously you might have to do fine adjustments. This is for the flaps. You have to cut off some wedges and things. Now these are foam hinges. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, they're very, very thin. And in fact, I can actually see light through the hinge of this flap, but they do have hinge tape along here, so that should help. But yeah, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. I'm not going to take those out until I actually need them. But what I do want to take out is the fuselage. There we are. There's the fuselage. As you can see, it comes with everything. It's got satellite aerial, it's got the receiver down in there, it's got GPS module, connectors already plugged in for your ailerons. And you can't see it, but down here there are some channels that have been inhibited. They have an X on them. And there's some channels you can use, for instance, for your flaps. I have no idea what that is. It's the hatch. I think that's for the bind plug. Yep, that's for the binding. Let's get it out, ready to build. Right, so here it is. It's not a particularly big plane, but it'll be okay. So the actual first thing they say is to take the prop off. Now I want to take the prop off because I bought a spare prop. Now this one happens to be for a P51, but it's actually a good replacement for the prop that this comes with, and I like the yellow tips, so I'll be putting this one on anyway. So this is going to be coming off. So we unscrew the spinner. I'm going to put this back so I don't lose it. Okay, get this nut off. Oh, that's tight. Yeah, it's still tight. There we go. Nut off. 9x6 stamped on it. And it is exactly the same prop. So that will go over there. Oh, I say that, it doesn't seem to want to fit. There we go. So that will go there in place of this, and this will become the spare. But right now, I want them both off. Oh, whole adapters come off. Take that off, take that off. This is a prop adapter. I'll just push that on there. Let me put this over here. Okay, now we're good to go. These I'll put away in a safe place. Okay. Okay, so I have programmed this. So I'm selecting Carbon Cub SafePlus.
Beginner mode, throttle cut on, low rates, flaps up.
So what I've set on this is the switch for the safe mode.
Intermediate mode, experienced mode, intermediate mode, beginner mode.
These are my flaps.
Take off flaps, landing flaps, take off flaps, flaps up.
These are my rates. Now the rates here, they say high, low, 100%, 70%, but I put rates in between that as well. So I've got
mid rates, high rates, mid rates, low rates.
my low rates are 60% with 30% expo.
Intermediate mode.
Whoops.
Beginner mode, mid rates.
My mid rates are 80% at 30% expo.
High rates.
My high rates are 100%, as they've said in the book.
Mid rates.
Mid rates are 80%.
Low rates.
Low rates are 60%. Here it says low rates should be 70. So I think I might actually reset that. Let's hit aileron. Low rates go up to 70. There we go. Let's go back to elevator. Comes up to 70. There we go. And then finally rudder. Do that up to 70. There we go. So we've basically got low rates at 70, which the book says.
Mid rates.
Mid rates at 80%, and then high rates at 100%. So I've got a rate in between there if I want to try it. And what we're going to do, flip this over. This is where the hatch is. There we go. Hope that's not in the way. Yeah, it is a bit. Let's move this around. There we are. See if we can angle it a bit. Okay, so what this is saying that I need to do to bind to this is make sure that all my controls are set to the main 0 position and the throttle is off, and that I've got no trim set, so all my trims are set to 0, which is good. So I switch that off now. And then what it says here is clearly install the bind plug into the receiver bind port extension, which is this. So there's the bind plug. Then says connect the flight battery to the ESC. The ESC will produce a long tone followed by a series of additional short tones. So let's just loosely put this in here because I want to show you everything I can. Okay, and then if we turn this up, you should be able to see in there the receiver is flashing fast, and that's what it says it should be doing. It then says power on the transmitter while holding the transmitter bind button.
Binding. DSMX 22 milliseconds. Bind complete.
Okay, there we go. I am now bound to that, and as you can see the flashing has stopped in there. Remove the bind plug from the bind port. The receiver should retain the binding instruction received by the transmitter. The light's actually gone out, it hasn't gone solid. So let's just take that out of there. I don't seem to have any controls at the moment. The elevator is going up and down because it's looking for a GPS, and because I'm indoors it's not going to find it. So it's all gone a bit crazy just following the instructions, so I apologise for that. So let's disconnect the battery. Rather than mess around with this anymore, I'm looking at the wings because I want to install the flaps. So that's what I'll be working on next. Right, so I'm going to work on the wings next. And the first things we have to do is install these vortex generators. It says you've got to ensure that they're the right way round. And there is a picture in the manual that kind of shows you what you should be doing, and it looks as though the bigger gap, if I turn this way, there's just a small gap on the V side. So the bigger V, it's looking in the manual, needs to point forward. So very basically this will go in there like that. They've given you double-sided tape to put them in. Which is here, which is slightly padded, so they will raise out of this groove a little bit. So let's see if we can get this into the groove. Into the groove, baby. I'm not a very good singer. Oh, this is a bit right. So here we go. Let's keep it flat and I don't want a nice. Okay. So there's that bit. And then we're going to put the second bit on. Now you could of course attach this to the back of these first, but it's much easier running along this groove with your double-sided tape. Like that. It's fall a bit short at that end. Okay, so there's my double-sided tape in. Let's turn the wing up this way. So we're working on here. This is the leading edge, of course. So we can pick this off from this end, I suppose. There we go. I don't see any problem with taking this bit off as well. That's it. So make sure the big end of the vortex generators is forward. And then we'll just slot that in there. There we are. There's the the other one. Oh, yeah, that fits, lovely. Okay, so that's one wing. Good stuff. Let's get the next wing in and do the same. This time, go off, and just put that one through. Next one. Up there. Stuff. Put it up. Nice. Take it off. Take it off. Put it up. Again, that's important. The bit again must be forward to the edge. With a V shape. Well, the outside forward. With a gap, just like. Well, push those down. That was easy enough.